Hey everybody, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well today. I still got a cold, day two, but we'll see how well I can do today with this. So just bear with me, okay? So we are going to have a conversation with Krishna, who we've already talked to. I'm going to use the pendulum today. We already talked to yesterday using dowsing rods, okay, where Krishna answered your questions that you guys listed for him. So if you missed that video, I will post it right here in the corner at the end of this video. All right. So just a reminder, Krishna is one of the most influential spiritual figures in the history of India and the Hindu tradition. All right, so he answered a bunch of questions for us, which was really helpful. In fact, if you missed it, I'm not going to tell you, you got to go watch it. But I was like, you got to go watch it. No, down there. You got to find out what he said about his relation with Jesus. Very interesting. Okay, so how I do this, if you're new here, is I'm going to say a prayer of protection just to make sure we have the right energy coming in. And then I'll bring you down and we're going to do it in real time so you can watch. And it's a little, it does feel a little slower because they're moving. Krishna will be moving. He already said he would do this with me today. So at the end of the video we did yesterday. So, so he'll be moving and giving me words rather than just answering yes or no questions, which I love so much. Then at the end, if he has an oracle message for us, I have about 70 oracle decks. All of my decks are listed on a card here, and I'll shuffle those and he can pick the deck he wants to give us the message for. So if you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stick around and just check us out. We're just basically in this community exploring spirituality and also, that's Lucy, exploring what's going on in the world today so we can understand it better. Okay, from a spiritual perspective, but also just like asking the lead team is the spirits that answer through here, and they're helping us understand what's going on in the world today so we can stay as calm and still experience joy in our lives regardless of what's going on. And more importantly, I'm learning the clearer we can get to understand what's going on, the more effective our actions can be. Because if we're just responding to things in the world based on fear and confusion, because that's where I've kind of been over the last 10 months, just trying to figure out things. But things are getting clearer and clearer. And we've been having some of those conversations here and asking the lead team, like, are we on point here? So I'm going to continue having those kind of conversations going forward because I'm really feeling now that the clearer we can get, again, the more effective our approaches can be to how we want to contribute to society throughout these changes we're experiencing. Okay. So it doesn't mean I have the answers in terms of how to get clear. We're just exploring a bunch of things. So hopefully some of those things are going to be helpful for you. Okay. So let's go ahead and, you guys know Lucy, she's hanging out over there. All right. I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and only those of the highest and purest light, and ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, our community, the lead team collective, so it is only of the highest and purest light. Amen. Hey, lead team. How you doing today? Sound like I'm plugging my nose, don't I? Or holding my nose. Yeah, little stuffy. Lead team, thank you so much for being here and for your guidance and support. Really appreciate it, as always. So yesterday I had a conversation with Krishna, and he said he was willing to come in and have a conversation with us. Is that still the case? Yes? Okay, very good. Can we call in Krishna, please? Thank you. So Krishna, are you here again? Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to take I'm talking to you guys on camera here. I'm going to take a slightly different approach and ask some poignant questions about kind of what's going on in the world today, just so he can give us some clarity and give us some optimistic advice. And I'm curious to know what the love story is, because that's what they told us to work on this month. The lead team told us through an oracle message when I did the self-care messages that we do at the beginning of every month, was just a reminder, because I have to keep reminding myself, if you're going to make up stories about people and circumstances, because remember, because of our density, we have about this much information, not even like that much. Okay. And so we always make up stories, right? Based on our past history, all the experiences we've had. We always, it's almost impossible not to do it. So we try to remind ourselves not to do it. But the lead team said this month, if you're going to make up stories about people and circumstances. So they recognize that's a human thing, and that's okay. That's what we do because that's how our minds work, and our hearts. All right. But they said, make it be love stories with a happy ending. So I'm going to keep with that theme throughout all the videos, and we're going to ask Krishna to give us some messages about that. Okay, so Krishna, are you ready to have a conversation with me on the pendulum? Yes, really wide swing. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow, he is ready. Wow, thank you, Krishna. Okay, that was exciting. Okay, so I'm going to bring you down. I just got to move you back a little bit. Bring you down so you can see the pendulum. There we go. I got you sitting on, oh, you can see my computer. Yeah, that's okay. All right. So here is the pendulum. And then I am going to write them down, because if I don't, I'll say it out loud and then I'll be like, what did I just say? I can't even remember. Someone in our community mailed this to me a while back and I'm still using it. Field notes, how cute is that? I already used just the yellow up, so now I'm on to the green stack. Oh, there's yellow underneath the green. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Different colors under each one. Okay, so Krishna. So I'm going to direct this conversation a little bit, and then at the end he can give us anything he wants. What do you want to tell us? What is the most important thing for this community to know about what is going on in the world today? What would be the most helpful message from you about giving us some clarity? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for clarity. I'm really into this word clarity right now, you guys, because I really believe the clarity. I've been learning about resistance. I'm talking to you guys. I'm learning about resistance, and that clarity provides less resistance in our energy field. So the more we can get clear, so we're not living in confusion, right? We can see things for what it is and then be like, okay, well, at least I can see what it is. I don't like it. Doesn't mean I like it. You might like some things, but doesn't mean you like other things. So you can see it for how it is. At least then you can approach it from actual knowledge and clarity, right? And I think that is helping me tremendously right now. Okay, so Krishna, what message do you have for us about anything that would give us more clarity about what's going on in the world today? Is that a W? Yes. Okay. W. Ah, okay. A. You can see where this is going. Maybe. K. I. N. Anybody else excited about March Madness? Anybody else excited about March Madness? G. I love March Madness. I love it. Boy, one of my biggest disappointments during COVID was that, well, Badgers. I'm a Badger fan, Madison Badger fan. And so waking. Okay, so waking. um, you. One of my biggest, they won the NCAA tournament the beginning of March, and then we didn't get to go on to, and I had major anxiety during that time because of menopause and stuff, and I had lost my job. Like I got laid off my job like 6 months before, so I was just really, it's the little things. Like I was really looking forward to it, and then COVID, I was like, they closed it. They didn't play March Madness that year. Okay, so waking up, is that the whole message? Waking up? Okay, no. So waking up. Yeah, so hands up if you're excited about March Madness. Anybody else? And who are you rooting for? Let's put our teams, you guys, in the chat. Put your teams in the chat. T or in the comments. So waking up, I'm assuming he's going to say 2. But let's see. I'm awfully chatty for someone. Boy, I couldn't hardly get off my chair this morning. Okay, 2. Waking up 2. Is that an M? Okay, M. Oh, geez. A. All right. Yeah, I think a lot of this has been going on in the world, and I think all of us kind of knew it. D, but we didn't know to the extreme like we know now, or we're starting to learn anyways. N. And remember, he's giving us this message for clarity so that we can have that conversation. And I think this is good. Because, if we don't wake up to it, if we don't see it, E, even though it's painful, S, is that a double S? Okay, so are you saying waking up to madness? There's been a small group of people in the world who have been doing some pretty dark things, and I think we're seeing that, right? And maddening things like waking up to madness, So it's not, I really don't believe it's like most of us. It's like the small group who has gotten away with it for so long. Waking up to madness. Okay, so Krishna, what I'm going to ask, so waking up to madness. So Krishna, how will that, so is the madness, for us to wake up to the madness, which is why I'm continuing to have conversations here about what's going on in the world, even though we took a little hiatus from that, but is waking up to the madness providing the clarity we need to actually improve the lives of average citizens of the world? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so this is a positive thing. Yes. All right. So I kind of want to, let me think. I'm trying to figure out, give us some clarity, Krishna, on how the madness is going to respond. We can already see it, but what is going to be in the short term? In the short term? How much do we need? Oh, here, I'm trying to figure out. This is where my brain's not working. But I wanted some comment from him about what the madness is going to look like beyond today, which is March 8th. What is the madness? I'm not even sure I'm getting to what I want. But give me some clarity on what we can expect from this madness, I guess. Maybe that. Just so we're prepared. Okay, yeah. Give us what can you say about how this madness is going to look after March 8th, 2026, maybe for the rest of the year? Give us a word in terms of what we should expect. Because then we don't have to be in denial about it, right? Okay. Okay, is that a J? Okay, J. U. So he's going to spell just. That's very common. You can hear my husband. S. He's like, woo. He's taking a nap. He gets up very early in the morning and gets home from work and then takes a nap. Okay, so just. Okay, is that an H? Yes, okay, H. O. L. Okay, D. So just hold. Let's see. Yeah. T. I'm assuming that's a T. Is that a T? I guess I shouldn't assume. Yes. Okay. So T. H. Okay, so just hold the. Yep. L. There you go. Okay, just do it, you guys. Just hold the light. I'm assuming that's what he's going to say. Is that a L or a Y? Is that an L? Okay, L. I. G. H. T. Okay, so just hold the light. Okay, just. I like how they use just all the time. Like, come on, just do it. Just hold the light. All right, we got it. We got it. We can do that. Part of my holding the light, again, is going back to that clarity. So that, and then with the resistance conversation we've been having is you practice not judging. It is what it is, right? The history of the United States has been what it is. And we are just learning more and more about that. And so then we get clear, then we can take the appropriate action in the appropriate tone to say, okay, we are not interested in the kind of world you were making let's just say the United States in particular. We're not interested in how you were, how the United States has been basically whatever it's been doing. That's a different conversation. And so now I know where to put my support dollars. I know, what kind of what kind of things to say when I representative, so I'm much more clear and specific about what it is that I expect from them. They're going to be surprised. I think they're going to be surprised. I am this close on the verge of a really good letter that's going to go to both my representatives in Wisconsin. When I shouldn't say really good. It's a letter that based on my current clarity doesn't mean my clarity is not going to shift. We have to give ourselves that grace, but I'm just this close to it being developed. That has to do around Epstein and Zionism and APAC and these types of things. And I will share that letter when I have it ready to go, which I've done in the past for you guys. So, okay. So Krishna. So just hold the light. Okay. So is that your is that your way of telling us there's no reason to panic? Yes. Okay. Okay. And again, I'm sorry, I'm going to be talking about it. You guys are going to get sick of it, but the more clear I get, actually, the more excited I'm getting because now I'm like, oh, okay, I see the shenanigans. And now I'm seeing really like a clear path forward for all the people, not no sides, nothing like that. So I think it's going to be fun to talk about. Now, you might be seeing something different, and that's totally okay. Okay, so Krishna, um, well, waking up to the madness, just hold the light. What does how does this end? What does the love story look like? What is this going to, how does it look like when we tell the love story with a happy ending? And give me, okay, let's do this, you guys, so it feels more tangible. What if you were to put the end of 2026 into a love story, Krishna, with a happy ending? What would you tell us it's going to be? What's our happy ending at the end of 2026? Okay, is that a T? Yes. Okay. So T, I gotta switch hands, but I'm not as good as holding this with my left hand. So T, R, oh, looks like we have a prediction coming. Interesting. U, I might ask this exact question to like everybody. You guys, I want to do a pendulum reading with the supreme leader of Iran now that he's transitioned. Okay, so Trump. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. I think I'll probably do a call out. I know I didn't do a call out yet for the questions that I said I was going to do yesterday, so I got to do both of those today. I'll probably do a call out on the supreme leader too for the questions for him. Okay, so Trump. Okay, is that a W? Yes. Okay, W. I. L. Okay, and a wider swing on the L is a double L. Okay, so Trump will. Whoops. Sorry about all my sniffling. I'm trying not to. So Trump will. B. Is that a B? Okay. I guess B could be the full word, B-E, but just also B. Okay, so Trump will be. What will Trump be? Interesting. Okay. I will have a follow-up question to this. Okay, G. Is that a G? Sorry, I keep making the assumption. Yeah. I don't know if I'm making the assumptions because because of my own bias or because I'm picking it up in my head. I'm not sure. I don't have clarity today in my brain. So, okay, G. He did say yes to the G. O. All right, what do you guys think about that? N. And I'm not, however he has to be gone is whatever. I mean, what's interesting to me though, you guys, is remember what my question was, is what's the love story with the happy ending? So he's even saying Trump will be gone, and that's a love story. So, so, don't blame the messenger. Trump will be gone. And what's very encouraging is even the influencers, a lot of the non-Zionist influencers are ready for him to be gone too. So, meaning the people who helped get him elected are now realizing he lied to them. So that's really good. Where I think for those of us who saw different things, we knew he was a liar and, whatever. But it just, they believed it for a different reason because they believed he was not a part of the quote unquote deep state. The people who we are waking up to the madness, the people who have been creating the madness for 100 years, well, probably thousands of years, but it's just been building and building. So we're waking up to that. They thought because he told them, because he lied, that he was going to go after these people, but now they're realizing he's a part of it. So, and that's good. It didn't, for me, they just obviously didn't take a look at his background because it's like, well, if you took a look at his background, I mean, Candace Owens, I'd listen to Candace Owens, you guys. I know that's going to be hard for some of you because people think she's a conspiracy theorist. I don't think so. I think she is, yeah, I don't agree with some of the things she says. And she's young, she's in her 30s. So but she's admitting, I mean, what you can listen to someone who is just looking for the truth, looking at information, details, facts, putting facts together, and is willing to say, I screwed up. I mean, we all do. I mean, come on, So I'm hoping like some approaches that she's taking, over time, she'll wake up to those too. But in the meantime, she's doing a very good job getting after this madness. So if you haven't been listening to her, not that you have to, but it is helpful to listen to someone who is outside of your realm that you're normally used to listening to. Boy, I hope she stays safe. Because boy, oh boy. I mean, they already did it to Kirk, so, Okay, in his own security, it looks like. So that's not good. So how do you trust your security? Yeah. Krishna saying yes. Okay. All right. So Krishna, last follow-up question for you. So Trump will be gone. Oh shoot, I forgot what the question was going to be. So Trump will be gone. Okay, my question is, will the alternative to Trump be worse This is going to be a yes, no question for him. Will the alternative? No. Okay. So I have heard people speak of a council, that the United States will be run by a council after Trump is gone for a period of time, probably till we can get our frickin' act together. Is that true? Is that what at least one timeline is showing? Yes. Okay, that would be great. Like circular. Circular, not sides. Circle. Circle, you know? Cooperation. All different people. All different people, you know? So that would be amazing. Is that how you envision it? Krishna, is that what you see coming? Awesome. Okay. Look at that wide swing, you guys. That is really encouraging. Okay, Krishna, do you have anything else you want to tell me or tell our community, obviously, our community, before we go to Oracle? Is there anything else you want to tell us? Okay, no. Okay. Do you have an Oracle message for us? Yes? Okay. Cool. There's only one spirit that said they didn't have one. I don't know if it was MLK. I can't quite remember, but okay. So Krishna, which Oracle deck would you like me to use? Which Oracle deck? Oh, that one bounced. That one's kind of sticking out. Let's see. So we've got these two so far. So Krishna, did you want to use either one of these? Yes. Did you want to use any others in the deck? No. Okay. Which one do you want to use? The Elemental Oracle? No. Do you want to use Angelic Vibrations? Yes. Okay. Very cool. All right. I will grab this deck and I will be right back. Okay, so here's the deck, Angelic Vibrations Oracle. So pretty. And let's see what he has to tell us. Okay, Krishna, what messages do you have for us? So, Trump will be gone. End of 2026. What do you think about that? And I do think the more calm we stay and the more clarity we have, the quicker that will happen. And, you know, as he says, just hold the light, right? Well, that's how I hold the light. I'm realizing this is part of my self-discovery, that is how I can hold the light, is by clarity. You know, you guys are gonna, by the end of me talking about this whole thing, you're guys gonna be like, with the word clarity. I'm just trying to hammer it into my head that that's really the goal of all of this. I kind of like it better than waking up. I think that's really overused. It's just kind of, boy, some of these cards are just absolutely beautiful. A lot of white girls on these cards, though. Like, they're all white. Where is the, well, this one's purple, but I don't see any brown girls. Well, I guess they're all different colors, but mostly white. Okay, so Krishna, which is interesting that he would pick this deck because of that reason, but okay, did I get the card, at least one of the cards you wanted? Yes. Do you want me to read more than one? No. Okay, well, let's start with the card on the right. Do you want me to read the far right card? No. The next one in, number 22? No. Number 33? Oh, really? Yes. Okay. Or number 18? No. Okay, so number 33. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Mom. All right, so we can look at the image first if you want to. It's very pretty. What are you seeing? And so again, I already gave you the number. Self-acceptance, self-acceptance. Okay. Wonder why he wanted us to hear this. It's time to whisper a few loving words into your own ear. You judge yourself too harshly. Every single detail, no matter how small, is scrutinized and measured. If you cannot love yourself, you cannot love anyone. It is certainly helpful to take stock every now and then to ponder what needs to change and what doesn't. Yet even more important is to smile at your own reflection and whisper, "You did well today." One more smile per day would be a good start. That is beautiful. So yeah, I'm not being hard on myself at all because, like, I'm very publicly going through my spiritual development and my understanding of the world. And the same thing is for Candace, right? So I think it's time for all of us, especially I think for people who are, no matter what people's opinions are about, because you got to remember, we've all learned things the way we've learned them based on how we grew up. So, and I've heard people say, "I'm never going to forgive anybody who voted for Trump." Well, I'm not. Yeah, okay, if that's where they want to be, but that's not where my heart is, because I don't think that's helpful for the world. But because when I make a mistake or because I didn't see certain things clear, that Candace, I'm just using her as an example, have seen certain things much clearer way before I did. So do I want her judging me because she saw things clearer, about the world way sooner than I did, and she's in her 30s and I'm 56? Like, you could be like, well, what the hell? But no, so I'm not going to judge her for some of the things that I don't think she's quite clear on. And it's not about opinions, it's just about the world and like accepting differences and that kind of thing. But I think the quicker we get to that place, personally, is the quicker we wake up to the madness. Because I don't think you can hold the light when you're sitting in judgment of anybody. So, and we all, our egos come and go out of that, right? So give ourselves grace, self-acceptance. Self-acceptance to me doesn't mean that we get to say, well, I'm just accepting, it doesn't mean that these people who have been creating madness get to say, well, I'm just accepting myself, I don't think that. But it does mean I can go, boy, I really didn't know this stuff. And where the hell was I? But I do think also the astrology, and we weren't ready to know it. We weren't ready to know it. And now we are getting more and more ready. So that's why self-acceptance is pretty important. And, okay, so if we looked at waking up to the madness, the people who have been creating the madness, you got to understand, these are thousands of years of generations being taught this. And I'm sure there were people in these families who have created this ultimate madness to where we are today, were waking up and trying to change things, and then they were, and it's still happening to certain people today, right? So that doesn't mean it wasn't trying to change. It's just that they were where they were too because of where they came in. And you know what else? How many of us, maybe all of us, had a lifetime within those families? If we're reincarnating hundreds and hundreds of times, how do you know you didn't play a role within one of those madness families? That's the really interesting thing, in my opinion. So can we really judge then? What if in the 1800s I was a part of a family who has been doing this stuff all along, the stuff we're learning about? What if I was a part of it, and what if I was really, really nefarious, like a scumbag, because that's where my soul was at that time. So can I really be in this lifetime saying, well, how dare they? I mean, this is just coming to me now, like, no, we really can't, because that was us. Who played a role in that? So it's like we can't have it both ways. You can't be like, well, I believe in reincarnation, and which I do. I think there's been too much evidence to the contrary. Brian Weiss and so many others, and just the evolution of humanity, our evolution of our own souls. And if you believe in karma, now that we've been talking about karma for a year, in terms of like us clearing the karma, each time you come in, you clear the karma you've created in the last lifetime, you create some more. Hopefully it's good karma. I mean, who knows? It's a big, that whole thing. But if you do believe in that, then, and that we do go, that there is a bigger picture to everything, then you have to believe that you played a role, not in this lifetime necessarily, but in previous lifetimes, to what is happening today. This is just occurring to me at this very moment. So that makes me excited. Talk about clarity and being able to go, well, boy, I'm glad Trump will be gone, because he's not like the wisest person in the world in terms, and his in his 78 years or whatever that he's been here, he has developed such a narcissistic personality that it's not helping us. It's not going to help us move on. But should I poo-poo him at this point because I was a part of a previous lifetime that probably catered to who he is today? Probably not. I don't know. That is an interesting thought that I'm just having right now. So what do you think about that? How does that provide any clarity for you? Do you disagree with it? Say it calm, you can just share your opinions, very kindly. We can always do it in kindness and love, so that people can actually hear you. And you can always give alternative views here, 100%. God, it's the only way I keep learning. So, yeah, so tell me what you think. And I will say to Krishna, thank you so much, Krishna, for being here. This was a very helpful conversation for me, and I hope these messages were helpful for you, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye-bye.